Hello, and welcome back to City of Villains in 2026. Part 3, I believe. And we're on our way to meet Dr. Graves, who just kind of hangs out over here. Okay, I see what you did there with that mask. All right. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, Dr. Graves. Let us talk. Yeah, he's got impeccable style. I dare say he kind of reminds me of someone. Anyway. You are as described, Death Creator. And you took long enough replying to my missive as well. I will make this introduction brief. I am Dr. Graves. I already know who you are, and we will now get to the point of this meeting. I have been tasked with offering you a chance at obtaining a great deal of power. Usually, that word alone, power, is enough to cause most here in the Rogue Isles to wriggle and squirm in delight. I'm interested in seeing your reaction. I done got power. Actually, more than you. Yeah. Ask about missions. You would believe me to be a ghoul, and I assume your self-image is that of the misunderstood protagonist, is it? No, we're just two undead dudes looking at each other. Yep. Or maybe the snarling monster with the secret heart of gold. Or perhaps someone cursed to a life they didn't want. No, I'm pretty happy with everything. Bah, I'm not here to trade barbs with someone of your like. However, I am going to do... However, I am going to... Eh? Yeah. However, what I am going to do is offer you, Death Creator, a formal invitation to a very exclusive, albeit unsanctioned, competition. Before you dismiss this opportunity, know this. The victor of the trial shall be granted the privilege of being apprenticed, if you will, to a person with very important connections. Dr. Graves looks around at nearby Arachnos guards in a rather dramatic fashion before fixing his soulless eyes upon you. Very, very important connections. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, I'm up for that. I'm glad to see that your ambition overshadows your attitude, Death Creator. You'll need both if you expect to surpass the others, in the eyes of the one who is truly watching. That being said, let us tarry no longer with this conversation. Actions speak louder than words, and if you try hard enough, sometimes louder than screams. I will give you the location you are to register at. Use this registration console within the gathering place to prove your intent, and I shall then speak to you further. Yeah, not sketchy at all. Yeah, not at all. Anyway. Away I go. Kind of. For a long time, I guess. You know, you can just press R and it'll do it automatically. Oh yeah, cool. These lower levels are very slow. Very slow indeed. Yep. Whee! We're not gonna take it. That guy looked like a Hellion, but he's probably not. I don't think those guys would survive here for very long. What do we got? Nothing? Alright. Oh, those guys. Yeah. In we go.
Oh. I forgot I had you guys. Funny how they came in through different doors, too. Couldn't just follow me. Ah. Yeah, that looks completely natural there, right? What else we got going on in here? I don't think I touristed this place before, right? Let's do things out of order. Sometimes that can be fun. I mean, you don't get anything out of it, but, you know, still fun, I guess. It's like those, out of bounds videos, you know? Like, sometimes the devs just put things in weird places for no reason. That being said, they didn't do that here, apparently. Just no one anywhere here, so. Yep, supposedly, should be someone here, right? But there isn't. Interesting thing to note. That they at least gave you the option to explore, and see that there's nothing here, than, in some of the other games that do this same sort of thing, where they have scripted events. Anyway, I'm going to access the terminal from behind, because that's how it likes it. This looks like the registration console that Dr. Graves told you to use when you showed up. Large flashing words indicate that you should choose one of the buttons below the screen. Applicant will provide a biological sample to prove they are not in the employ of organizations such as Longbow. Insert sample of bioorganic composition. You want me to pee in there? I don't has hair. Or blood. I'm undead. Refuse! Words scream across the display. All candidates must submit biological samples or face immediate termination. A mechanical arm extends from the console. At the end of the arm is what appears to be something that can only be described with one word. Probe. Oh, it's that sort of console. Well. Before you can react, the arm goes to work, procuring a rather painful sample from your body. Analyzing. Matter composition. No traces known to Longbow nutritional supplements detected. You will pay! I didn't say, but, that's kind of what it's saying right there. Genetic analysis. Sample missing one strand of DNA within early strand sequence. Anomaly recorded. Wait. Did this just say I'm missing DNA? Genomap database query results. Subject matches no known genetic match within SAM database. Interpol records show 2 known matches. Further inquiries prevented due to triple black secret clearance information lockdown. 2 matches. How is that even possible? With no question mark. Psychological profile. Subject shows signs of narcissism normally associated with sociopathic disorders. Additionally, negative traits evident are the following: delusions of grandeur, persecution complex, poor impulse control, and exceptional gullibility. When have I ever been Hold on. Uh-oh. Final analysis. Subject has failed the first test. Initiate self-destruct. You have passed the initial test. Let us talk, shall we? What'd you say before that? Well, at least you're not as gullible as you would seem. Yeah. Alright, what are you doing? The 2-step over there? Yeah. Alright. What you got to say? Do not congratulate yourself too quickly. That was but the first of many tests you will need to pass, if you are to win the right to be our faceless master's protege. What would have happened if I failed?
You would have made yourself useful in other ways. For instance, I could likely find a use for any undamaged limbs that still remained. However, there will be time to pursue that line of thinking later. In the meantime, we will need to gather the rest of the candidates, so that I may explain the rules to all of you.
Others? Rules? I want answers now, Graves.
My, rather demanding, aren't we? Allow me to point out that currently you are not in a position to make any demands. Perhaps things may change in the future. But for now, you will be following my instructions if you wish to be part of this trial. Now follow me as we gather the rest. I believe I saw Omnicore nearby.
I'll do as you say. For now. You did say follow you, but, okay, alright. Yeah. Oh. Okay. What? This is just odd. Yeah. Alright. I get you. Yeah, well, let's summon up mine. I have more than you. And now, let's go find, I guess, Omnicore is the scripted one. Who is, as I recall, she's just standing alone in a room somewhere. Yeah. Over here. Over there. Under here. Underwear. Haha. Oh, there she is. Yeah.
Doctor, how much longer am I to wait? And who is this cretin?
You can call me Daddy. No. Better yet, don't do that. That's creepy. Also, the hell?
You are one of my rivals? You? If you're an indicator of the type of competition I am to expect, then it would seem this contest has ended before it has begun.
And you believe I view you as a threat?
I could care less what simple beliefs you hold. What was it again? Death Creator? The fact remains that I am by far your superior, on an intellectual level, and by the looks of you, on a physical level as well. These indisputable facts are all that's important. You may wish to spare yourself the humiliation of me besting you by just leaving now.
Oh, okay. So, you plan to beat me with, pathetic, hollow threats?
You will see how pathetic my threats are when they're staring at your
legs on the other side of the room, wondering where your torso went.
Care for a demonstration?
If it means you actually doing something, then sure. Omnicore looks at Dr. Graves, a glaring hatred behind her mask. A moment she screams in frustration, then looks back at you.
I will not let someone like you ruin my chance at gaining unimaginable power. We'll finish this another time, Death Creator.
Yeah, Omnicore. Omnicore jerks her head towards the newcomer, Zephyr.
And what exactly are you supposed to be? You look like a lame excuse for a fog machine.
You should hear what I think you look like, Omnicore. What I think you look, anyway. Whoa, do you have any idea who you're dealing with, you mechanical freak?
What? How dare you, both of you! I will no longer tolerate this from either of you.
Omnicore glances at Dr. Graves.
I may not be allowed to kill these miscreants, but I will not lower myself to speaking with them any longer.
It's about time you shut up, Omnicore. You turn and talk with Zephyr. Do I, though? He seems to be humping my leg. Yeah, alright. Yeah. Oh, now they're both doing it. I need a spray bottle. I can't believe you let her talk to you like that. and just let her get away with it. Just saying. Who are you supposed to be? Me? I'm Zephyr. You know, like the wind. You named yourself after the wind. No, I am the wind. Both of you disgust me. Bye. You know, like the whole whoosh, ha-ha. Crashed your ship into a shoal and now you're gonna drown. Boo-hoo, cry your eyes out, you wuss. That kind of wind, you know? And man, I gotta say, that kind of thing never gets old, I'm telling you. So you're telling me that you are the Zephyr Wind? Yeah. I thought I was pretty clear the first couple of times I said it, but hey, you know, whatever. Oh yeah, and I'm also the one who's gonna kick your butt in the competition, too. Wait, why is the wind? You, competing for the prize? Meh, I got nothing else better to do, you know? Ever since mankind got all technological-like that robo-freak, it's hard to cause all the kinds of pain and sorrow and all that junk. Stuff like making windows, or making widows, or blowing down houses, or flipping up a girl's skirt. Okay, well, I'll still do that one. Anyway, to get to the point, one day I turned myself into... I'm no longer entertaining this conversation with you. Especially since you've been humping my leg for a really long time. Anyway, what else we got? Oh, talk to Dollface. She's back here. I already opened the door for us, so... There she is. I think I'm lost. Would someone please help me? This place is very scary. Mm-hmm. Oh, you! You're not gonna hurt me, are you? That depends. Are you Dollface? Who's Doll... Dollface stops short as she's interrupted by Dr. Graves. Yeah, I'm Dollface. One of the other contestants, I'm guessing. Look, kid. This is a contest for grown-ups. Why don't you run along? Dollface glares at you. Hey, pal. I'm older than I'm look, okay? Probably older than you, from the looks of it. And who the heck are you anyway, turning your nose up at me, huh? I am known as Death Creator. Yeah, and I can see you calling yourself that. So what makes you so special that you think you can beat someone like me? Do you shoot frogs from your eyes or something? I have no desire to reveal my powers to you. Okay. Calm down. I was just asking because I wanted to know if I was going to be, grossed out if I ever had to fight against you. First of all, it's not nice to hit a girl. But if you're going to start throwing puke at people or growing spikes from your body, well, I just don't want to see that kind of thing, okay? I actually made a character that did both, called Vomitorium once. Yeah. Then how do you expect to win? Oh, that's easy. I'm going to convince everyone that I'm the best for the job. I'm very talented at what I do. I wouldn't say I'm the best at what I do, but I'm pretty darn good at it. And if that doesn't work, then maybe I'll just stab you guys in the neck or something. Tee-hee. I'm just kidding. But you got real scared, didn't you? Didn't they, Mr. Doctor? They got real scared, like they were going to run away. Just like how you're so scared, you're going to run away right now, like now. I doubt the doctor's going to listen to. Tee-hee. He is so silly. Such a very nice man. He listens really well, too. Really well. Don't worry, though. I don't know you guys well enough yet to know what you like to hear, but maybe I will one day, you know? And then we could have a real fun time playing together. What did you just do to him? What? Little me? Do something? Tee-hee. All I did was suggest that he had a better place to be, and I guess I was right, huh? It's a coincidence, you know? Sure it was. A coincidence. Dr. Graves said there was another person too. Maybe we should go find them. What was it? cross slice or something like that. Dollface looks right into your eyes. I think it would be fun if we all went and looked at that guy. Or looked for that guy. Don't you agree? Yeah. I think it would be a lot of fun. Ooh, reading so darn much. Alright, let's go find Crossface. You guys coming? Other one's coming. So you're not supposed to have travel powers yet, so they all lag behind. I think he's over here. No. I forgot where he is, but he's beset by Longbow, as I recall, or maybe I am going the wrong direction. Turns out I do that pretty frequently in this game. Yeah. Oh, here he is. Yeah. Hey. Look what I've done. I brought us all some presents.
Well, now, who wants the dark meat? Now, don't speak up all at once.
I'll take some. Yeah, a little thigh action.
I see you have met the final contestant.
Yeah, it's Crossface. Crosscut. Hey, buddy.
So, any preference on the type of cut? A rump roast, perhaps, or maybe some ribs?
You're going to eat them?
That would be a waste of such interesting textures. Wouldn't you agree? No, I have something else in mind.
Crosscut stares at you with a gargoyle-like gaze for a moment.
Did you know you have very pretty eyes?
What? What makes you say that? Also, I don't have eyes. Well, I do, I guess. Anyway.
I was wondering if I could have them.
Oh, what a terrible reply to that. Over my dead body.
Oh, you are so kind.
Yeah, okay. We're done. Now what? Oh, there you are. You were hiding behind my cape. Hey! Hey, stay. Dr. Graves speaks to all of you.
Now that I have all of you assembled, save for Omnicore, it is time for our proceedings to begin. I am sure each of you has many questions.
Yes, it's time we get answers, Graves.
Your impertinence has been noted, Death Creator. Now then, each of you will be given a trial to test the strength of your powers. More important will be how you use them, and on whom. Throughout these trials, your faceless benefactor shall be watching you and judging you. Once each of you have completed your test, we shall then move on to the true competition. For now, concern yourself only with how you can show that you are superior to your rivals.
Well, I could kill them all now, if you like. Will that work?
No, Death Creator, that will not work. All of you are prevented from killing each other, upon threat of immediate disqualification and subsequent termination. I would suggest that you all abide by this rule. Another important thing to note: the one hosting this contest, the very same person who will grant you untold power, does not wish to be identified until the winner has been chosen. Thus the tournament is unsanctioned by Arachnos. If any of you speak of this to anyone, you will not only be discredited, you will forever be known as a snitch. This, my friends, can itself be a fate worse than death, here in the Rogue Isles. You will await further instruction as the trials are being prepared. Now go.
I'll see you soon, Graves. Oh. Now the fun part. We get to go all the way back to this guy, even though we just talked to him. All the way over there. Wonderful. Ah. Ugh. So, what have you guys been doing? Anything cool? No, I'm not streaming. I'm speaking directly to you, who's watching this in the future. It's getting hot here. For whatever reason. Seasons, they call them, you know? Yep. On the good ship, Lollipop. All right, we're here. I hope you paid attention to the rules, Death Creator. They are quite important. I'm giving you my contact information, so that you can learn when the trial is to begin. Oh, and another thing. Good luck. You'll need it. All right. We'll go ahead and do one more mission. And, then I think I'll come back to this tomorrow. So let's do this. Death Creator, before the first round of the competition begins, you must be certain that the ever-present grasp of Arachnos has not taken notice of our festivities. Thus, I have assigned each of you with the task of reducing your profile, your importance, if you will, in the eyes of those who govern the pecking order in the Rogue Isles. In other words, make the Arbiters believe you're not someone worth paying attention to, for the time being. If I must, what exactly do I need to do? You have most likely already spoken to the Arbiters that grant you permission to increase your powers. Although they appear to regard you as just one of the teeming throng that litter the streets of Mercy Island. This is not truly the case. I would suspect they have already taken a silent interest towards your activities, making your movements not as slight as you may believe. You will need to make them think you are worth considering. You will need to make them think you're not worth considering for the time being. As part of your challenge, I will leave the details up to you. However, if I were to offer a suggestion, perhaps you may want to convince them that you're woefully inexperienced. Dr. Grave pauses for a moment as he reads your face. In other words, tell them you're a noob. Right. This is actually a pretty fun mission. I enjoy this one. Arbiter Dick. What is it you want, citizen? I am not required to speak with you unless you feel the need for training. Out with it already. So, you're a trainer, right? What kind of foolish question is that? Of course I'm a trainer. Arbiter Richard stares at you with extreme annoyance. Hold on a moment. You're Death Creator, are you not? You've already been granted the right to increase your power several times now. As a matter of fact, I believe I may even have granted you that right personally. What is this all about? I don't remember. I think I may have been, mind-wiped. Mind-wiped? I'm aware of any local individual who's been authorized for the use of those powers, let alone deign the use of them on you. Now, speak up. Who has mind-wiped you? I don't remember. Mind-wiped, remember? How convenient. All right, then. I'll play along. For now. Arbiter Richards glances at you. To answer your original question, yes, I'm a trainer. An arbiter, to be exact. You will come to me when you feel that you can demonstrate increased powers through undertaking tasks that please Arachnos and Lord Recluse. If you can exhibit enough gained experience, I, or another arbiter, may judge you worthy of the privilege of increasing your powers. I forgot what that means. What? How could you forget something as simple as that? Experience is gained by combating those that Arachnos deems an enemy, or by undertaking special missions as well. Only a simpleton would ask such a ridiculous question. Oh. Yes, I forgot. You've been mind-wiped. Oh, no. Maybe you've been mind-wiped too. I have not! Arbiter Richard viciously snarls, as if he is seriously considering striking you. After a deep breath, he regains his composure. I have an idea. Let me help you, Death Creator. I want you to go speak to Arbiter Unger in Port Oaks. I'm quite certain he will be more than happy to answer any kind of question that you have for him. Please be sure to ask him, I don't know, any little thing, even the slightest little thing that you're curious about. Perhaps you would like to know, why is the sky blue? Well then, you be sure to ask, all right? That'll be fun, won't it? Travel south beyond the wall until you arrive at the ferry, at which point you can take it to Port Oaks west. Now, leave my presence. Immediately. Thank you so much for your help, Arbiter. Have a nice day. Yeah, all right then. Let's go to the ferry. Let's all go to the ferry. I forgot where it was. I think it's over. Nope. Here. I could look at the map, you know. I was way off. Yeah. There it is. Oh. While we're here, I believe our friend is down here. Yeah. There he is. Okay. On to Port Oaks. West. Port Oaks West. Yep, I don't care about that. Mission. Time to go annoy the most violent arbiter. I think he's the arena arbiter too. You know, the arena was pretty cool. The summon matches, not just the regular arena. Yeah. You know, if you beat enough enemies, you can summon them. Oh, look at this. I don't actually remember these other two being here before. I do believe she serves the same purpose as, yeah. Huh. Okay, she's the new pay-to-win one. Interesting. Huh. I thought that he had those. Yeah, he does. He has those too, right? Oh, no, these are... hold on a minute. Hold on. I gotta check this out. I am thoroughly confused. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Citizen, if you are standing before me, that must only mean you are claiming your right to increase your powers. You in no way would be here to waste my time. Am I right? I mean, that would be quite dangerous, wouldn't you agree? Actually, Arbiter Richard directed me to you. Oh, he did he? Well, what is it that you need from me that he could not deal with himself? I wanted to know, like, how the ferries work. You wanted to know how the ferries work? And he sent you to me to ask me how the ferries work? Let me make sure I understand this correctly. Arbiter Richard, rather than answering this pathetic question himself, sent you to me, and he very specifically said to you that you were to speak to Arbiter Unger. Am I understanding this right? No, sir. He said, speak to that brown-nosing Unger. Brown-nosing? Arbiter Unger clenches his teeth. I see. Very well, I'll answer your questions, citizen. The ferries are but one means of transportation throughout the island that make up the Rogue Isles. By the grace of Lord Recluse, these ferries are free to use and will take you to any number of different parts. You can use them any time you wish, reducing the time it would take to travel through conventional means. Know this. Although Arachnos has provided you means of transportation, we do not provide you with the protection on your journeys. If you wander into neighborhood individuals far more powerful than you, your body will be unceremoniously dumped in the ocean. Similar to what I have in mind for Richard, when I see him next. You gonna kill him? Are arbiters allowed to do that? What? Oh, no. You mistake me. I would never lay a hand on one of my fellow arbiters, even a buffoon like the likes of Richard. However, I understand he is still dealing with the problem of corrupt police force within his purview. Were the Rogue Isles police force to, start winding up in the hospital after a spat of mysterious attacks? Well, I'm quite certain their police chief will want answers from Richard, personally. And when all that's done, I'd be curious to see whose nose is browner. Now then, I've answered your questions. Unless you have real business with me, I would suggest that you go about your day. Somewhere else. I understand. I'll be on my way. Alright. So I gotta go kill, police guys, which means I'm going right back to the ferry, which is right over there. I think I do the ones in Mercy, right? I think those are the ones he wants. Well, I guess they can be here, there, or anywhere, right? There's a bunch of them. Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, I'm just here to talk about my rights and... Ouchies! Yep. An apt name, my friend. As I shoot a blast into the air. I tend to really hate that one spot in the air there. Alright, 6 more. Well, this is a bit of a combo pack. Yep. Alright. 4 more, right? Here's a guy. Alright. I think there's... yeah, bunch of blighted. Aha! Ah. We don't need to be wasting time on these guys. Oh, but we do need to be wasting time on this guy. There he is. You'll be the last corrupt one here. Yeah, nice to meet you. Goodbye. All right.
I'm not sure what was going through your head when you decided to raise the ire of the Rogue Island Police, Death Creator. This runs directly counter to your instructions to reduce your profile. If you have, however, managed to keep the eyes of the police off our activities, perhaps Arachnos themselves. Because of this, I will not request that our faceless benefactor disqualify you this time.
All right. I think we're gonna leave for now. And we'll resume this tomorrow. With, more Dr. Graves. All right. Thank you for tuning in, and, we'll see you tomorrow. Or, I guess at some point, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.